Sustainability is all about finding balance. For businesses, that includes striking a balance between the economy, the environment, and society. The human impact is also important, which is why employee preferences towards sustainability are vital. Recently, I spoke to founder of greenbiz.com, Joel Makehour, to discuss a new survey and sustainability for the future. So check it out. Hey, Joel, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Ashley. It's a pleasure.
Now, Joel, you have been dubbed the guru of green business practices. Why do you think that sustainability is becoming even more crucial in the business world right now?
Well, it's becoming more crucial in the world as we see the impacts of a changing climate on all of us, and you certainly see that in the Pacific Northwest. But that's starting to change the script, flip the script in a way on how we think about business. We've long talked about all the problems that business is causing, the impacts of business on the environment, but now it's about what are the impacts of a changing environment, a degraded environment on business itself. And so that's bringing up things like risk and profits and productivity, things that companies care about. And one piece of that, Ashley, is a risk factor for companies, particularly in a tight labor market, is the ability to attract and retain talent. And we're seeing that sustainability can become a competitive advantage in making that happen.
And a lot of people are still working remotely. So how has remote and hybrid work changed the way that we view sustainability, and what will be, the driving forces in the workplace over the next couple decades?
Yeah, well, according to the Adobe Sustainability at Work survey, which looked at employee attitudes towards their company's environmental practices and responsibility, hybrid and remote workers are particularly feel more strongly that the activities of getting to work, commuting, the activities at work, and things like business travel are part of their company's environmental impact, and they want to be part of those solutions. Hybrid employees, interesting, I thought, was in this survey, said they were more willing, 2/3 of them say they were looking to bring some of the practices they're learning at work home with them, or to save energy, reduce waste, and even think about what they eat and where they eat it.
So, Joel, if you could give everyone out there a word of advice, employers and employees alike, what would be the one thing that you could tell them to help them lessen their carbon footprint?
Well, something every company and everyone can do is just reduce paper use. And in fact, employees in the Adobe survey said that they think that this is one of the more important things. They want to see their companies reducing paper use. And as a result, we see more companies leaning into technologies and tools like Adobe Acrobat and Adobe Acrobat Sign, things that basically take paper out of the equation. And along the way, they save energy, water, trees, and even money.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Joel, for being here. We really appreciate you.
My pleasure, Ashley. Thank you.